I recommend we could go for something like this.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today? Your qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem tomorrow? Appreciate your time.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more, as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. A lap of Hanoi circuit then, 3.4 miles around the Vietnamese capital. A number of the 23 corners take their inspiration from other great circuits, hopefully creating plenty of passing opportunities. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel, and Sainz, Ricciardo, Ocon, Stroll, and Lando Norris, Perez, Kvyat, Kimi Raikkonen, and Gasly, Giovinazzi, Albon, Jack Aitken, and Kevin Magnussen. The rookie, Russell, Grosjean, and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
We need you to get some early passes in if we want to improve on our last race finish. Give it your best shot. That's a strong start. Well done. Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place. Okay, let's try and take those places back. Try to stay with him, he might make a mistake. We could still regain the position. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. Okay, box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Rear right is punctured. The rear right tyre has a puncture. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You lost to your teammate today. Was it just not your day? You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried? It looks like your rival bested you today, doesn't it? Great. Well, that's everything.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Alexander Albon, and Ricciardo, Sainz, Norris, Perez, and Charles Leclerc, Ocon, Kvyat, Lance Stroll, and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Pierre Gasly, and Jack Aitken, Russell, Grosjean, the rookie, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
First lap. Keep it up. approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Confirmed. Exit now. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Nice work, that brings you up a place. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? Your teammate beat you today. Was it a setup issue or something else? Do you have any comments about the collisions? Great. Well, that's everything.
Here we are in the HQ of our newest Formula One team. We've got an awful lot to talk about, so let's jump straight in. You've been struggling to get points this season. What are the key areas of improvement you need to make to the team? Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team? Will your team be going for the Constructors' Championship this season, or just for points? What are your predictions for your team going into this season? Do you see your relationship with your second driver being long-term, or will you be looking for someone else if you're successful? It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.